2015 was a very challenging year for the vegetable sector. Lots of ideas have been floated around, but for me, I think the most challenging thing I found is having enough water to be able to produce good quality vegetable.
2015 has been a very difficult year for me as a vegetable grower. I've had challenges in irrigation. We've had issues with our pumping machines, which are old and rusty and do not pump water effectively. We've had challenges with power outages at the wrong time when we need water to irrigate the farms. The channel system for the irrigated lands are not well mapped out, and so we don't have water reaching every bit of the farm.
So I think for GhanaVeg for 2015, a lot of things went really well. We had a lot of new grantees, a lot of new funds that we have contracted. So for us, 2015 has been a year of sowing, and now in 2016 we hope to reap the fruits together with all our project partners.
For GhanaVeg this year, what we seek to do to sort of work on the problems facing the industry, not just the association, is to work hand in hand with the donor agencies and some institutions. The institutions here is the PPRSD, the CABI, GhanaVeg, and also GIZ. Because we are trying to solve a problem not just for the exporters but for the whole nation.
The vegetable sector is going through some dynamics. We have been confronted with issues from the EU of which we are making strenuous efforts to address. A committee has been formed and we have divided into 3 subgroups to address the issue of the EU, issues of EU confronting our vegetable export sector.
Of course, not everything has gone well in 2015. We had the export ban, both from the EU as well as here from Ghana. And well, for 2016, we as GhanaVeg, also as a member of the export task force, will do our level best to get this ban lifted. Already we are supporting a number of exporters to get their production practices up to scale in terms of certification, in terms of getting the full scuttling moth out, a lot of other harmful organisms. So that's at least from our side what we're trying to contribute to the lifting of the export ban.
A major problem facing the Ghanaian vegetable market, which is the provision of good seeds and certified seeds. As a result of that, we collaborated with Crop Research Institute and GhanaVeg, which led into the production of a good seed called Shita Adope, which we've passed on to the Ghanaian market, and the farmers are really happy about it.
2016 for me, I hope we will consider and concentrate on actually finding methods of conserving water for vegetable production, and also looking seriously at rolling out good irrigation, affordable irrigation for medium-sized farms.
We will also be able to address issues of inspection, having our inspectors at the airports in Tema Port being very efficient, well versed with all the EU rules, well versed with issues of quarantine sampling, and most importantly also to address and upgrade our facilities at the airport and Tema Port in terms of facilities for inspectors, facilities for exporters, and enough room to be able to do our work very well.
We've also had problems with marketing produce. You go to hotels, you go to restaurants, they all like the things you are growing, the vegetables, the spices, they all like them so much. But when it comes to buying, they would prefer to go to the local markets, go to Agronomy and buy from there. So we need good marketing channels, a good certification program to enable our produce to be bought by certified people.
Yeah, we hope also that the Ghana Green Label can contribute to that. We are also involved in their working groups, and we hope that more and more farmers will be certified Ghana Green Label. so that we can be assured of the quality of the vegetables in the supermarkets, but also in the corner shops and also in the bigger wet markets like Agronomy.
We've also had funding problems. You go to the banks and they are not willing to give out loans to a farmer like me because they consider it very high risk. We have very few agencies. In fact, I think I've heard of only GhanaVeg giving out grants facilities.
I also hope in 2016 we can attract a lot more middle class people to start farming so that we move away from the subsistence farming that this country enjoys. But the needs of this country needs more people who understand, can read, can write, can understand the inputs and what we can take out of the soil.
We will continue with our technical support, make sure the farmers use the products and use them rightly. At the end of the day, we will achieve a better vegetable industry.
Looking more at the consumer side, like of course it's important that more vegetables are being produced, but the most important part of course is that these vegetables are being sold and being consumed by all the people here in Accra, but also in the bigger cities and in the countryside. And to that end we will do a cook show, or at least a television program on vegetables. Our big successes have been these business platforms, the fairs, also the R&D fora that we organized in Accra and Kumasi. And yeah, we want to continue that in 2016. Other things we are going to do in 2016 is focus more on the agronomy side. So what we have seen in 2014-15 is that still a lot of farmers have challenges in terms of the agricultural production, the production practices in terms of pesticide use, fertilizer use, finding right seeds, right varieties for their crops. So we now have employed a full-time agronomist as well to support those activities. We have intensified our agronomy modules, so we have now 30 super trainers that we want to work with our grantees, with a lot of outgrower schemes, to really bring up the level of agronomic practices. So here from GhanaVeg, I would like to wish you all a happy and prosperous 2016, and that all your ambitions in the vegetable sector may come through.